The shelter stood on the edge of Kepler 442b's newest colony, a humming prefabricated structure that seemed almost too small for the weight of the lives it held. Inside, Dr. Vexer clicked his mandibles in frustration, reviewing Ember's file yet again. KX7, the Draconian juvenile they'd named Ember, was a disaster in scales and fire. 3 xenopsychologists had called him irredeemable. 5 families had already failed. The colony's ethics committee had scheduled a termination for the next day. The door chimed. A human voice, gentle but firm, echoed across the shelter. "I'm Sarah Chen. I'm here about the Draconian." Vexer froze. She wasn't supposed to be here. She wasn't supposed to have clearance. Hovering in her wheelchair, dark eyes blazing determination, she radiated something he hadn't seen in 2 decades. Hope without naivety. "Miss Chun," Vexer began carefully, "KX7 is extremely dangerous. He's scheduled for behavioral termination tomorrow. Even trained handlers won't enter without neural suppressors." "I read his file," Sarah said, maneuvering the chair closer. "Malnourished, beaten, separated from his clutch before socialization. He's scared. Like me." Her words struck him. 2 broken creatures in a universe with little patience for weakness. Vexer hesitated. "I'll monitor from the observation deck. One sign of aggression, the neural field activates automatically." The enclosure was massive, designed for vertical space with artificial rock formations and heat lamps, but Ember stayed in his corner, coiled like molten obsidian. Sarah's chair hissed softly as it settled on the floor. Ember's head snapped up. Golden eyes burned into hers. Smoke curled from his nostrils. A growl rumbled from his chest. Sarah didn't flinch. She didn't move. She waited. The Draconian rose to his full height, wings half spread, claws scraping the floor. Why isn't she running? Why isn't she screaming or reaching for a weapon? "I can't run," Sarah whispered, as if reading his mind. "I've been in this chair for 3 years. They said I'd never walk again. Everyone looks at me and sees weakness, like I'm nothing. But you, they see your scars, your rage, not who you are inside." Ember's posture faltered. His wings folded partially. His head lowered to her eye level. "I'm not here to fix you," Sarah said softly. "I'm not here because I think you need saving. I'm here because maybe we could save each other." A long moment of silence. Then Ember did the impossible. He lowered himself to the ground, tucking his legs beneath him, and rested his massive head on the armrest of her wheelchair. A soft, keening whimper escaped his throat, the sound of someone who had been alone for far too long. Sarah's hand twitched. Through sheer force of will, amplified by the chair's neural interface, she brushed her fingers against Ember's snout. The Draconian closed his eyes. "Yeah," she whispered, tears streaking her face. I know. The ethics committee meeting was cancelled that evening. 6 months later, Sarah Chen and Ember became the youngest bonded human-draconian pair in the colony's history. Together, they advocated for rehabilitating traumatized Xenopona, their story spreading across the sector. When reporters asked why she had risked everything, Sarah gave the same answer. Nobody is irredeemable. Sometimes all it takes is someone who understands that broken doesn't mean worthless. Ember stood protectively beside her hover chair, rumbling in agreement. A sound that now meant home, family, and unconditional acceptance. In a universe of 1,000 species, 2 outcasts had found something precious. Humanity had given the galaxy many gifts: technology, art, diplomacy. But perhaps its greatest contribution was this, the stubborn, relentless belief that everyone deserves a chance to be seen. Even the monsters. Especially the monsters. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.